Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to the High Nation Society podcast. Today we coming at you with season 2. I know we had a preview to season 2 about a month ago, but this is gonna be the first episode of the High Nation Society HNS 420 podcast. We got a good show for y'all tonight. Our topic of discussion is the state of America when it comes to the disrespect of Black women. Black women are the most disrespected beings on earth. We're going to discuss how it got that way. Why is it this way? We're going to discuss how us as Black men, a lot of us don't have a Black woman's back like they have our backs. And what inspired this tonight was the whole J. Cole and No Name thing. You know, I had a conversation with my sister about it and my cousin, and, you know, I was on the defense. You know, defending us men, you know, just because I feel that I don't disrespect like that. But overall, after talking to them, they like, how do you not hear our plight? I'm your sister. How do you not hear what I go through with black men, my experiences? Like, for instance, every black girl know if they've been somewhere and they see somebody, hey, can I get your number? And you peacefully decline, you gonna get a, well, fuck you then, bitch, you ugly bitch. Like, those are the experiences they say they encountered. And I kind of thought about it. I'm like, damn, you right. Like, damn, like, and then on the flip side, it becomes hypocrisy. Black men will get mad as fuck if somebody's do that to their mama, to their girl, to their daughter. You were ready to blow a nigga head off. So I'm gonna bring in the homies and we gonna get us in tonight. Ken, what's going on, Ken?
What's going on, world?
What's going on, Rob?
What's up?
Hey, what's good?
What's going on, Ted?
Jackson, let's go. Shout
What's
out
the
my
deal, man?
Man,
What's going on, fool?
Man, first and foremost, man, we gotta, you know, I gotta find out today. What's your favorite type of cannabis, Cass? Like, what's your favorite strand? Like right now?
Strand?
Yeah.
You know, I smoke OG. I love the OG. You know, but I've been experiencing with this little hybrid shit. That shit got me on a different level now. You know, so them hybrids ain't no joke. So I've been fucking with the hybrid. You know, it kind of depends on what type of day it is, what I'm smoking. Favorite strain, you know, I'm just fucking with the OG. I love the indica.
Yeah. Okay, I feel that. I like the OG when I'm trying to sleep, but I've been on these baller berries, man. It's a hybrid, I believe. Lately.
I knew you was gonna say something about them damn berries.
You already knew I was gonna say that.
That nigga love his berries. Huh?
That nigga love his berries.
Baller berries, man. That shit be having them a level, man. You too, Rob. What about you, Rob?
You know what? I don't really know what strain I'm on. I just know I'm smoking sativa. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I go to the weed store, whatever's 44 8th, that's what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Nothing more, nothing less, my nigga. They be like, hey, this is those Snickle Fritz OG. Hey man, wrap it up. Let's get it. Come on now. My nigga trying to smoke.
That part.
What's your favorite time to smoke?
When I'm breathing. Next question.
Hey, Rob, you said anytime you gotta blink?
Anytime I do like this, kid. Hey, you're an idiot, man.
All right, y'all. Hey, see, this gonna be a whole comedy show, man.
Hey,
That's cool. We gonna have to
get when I'm breathing.
You got the clowns on now. That's why it's gonna be funny. You got the clowns on now. Man, y'all crazy, bro.
Man, how about you, Taz? What's your favorite time to chief, man? Is it a wake and bake? Is it all day? Is it before bed? Like, what is it?
No, I'm an all day task type of nigga. So
that's in the wrong one.
Roll a blunt together the stuff. Nigga roll a blunt to clean the bathroom, wash the dishes.
Whoa!
Roll a blunt. Hey, you gotta get the blunt for work. Nigga, I'm like every time.
Hey, Taz. Hey, Taz, you said you the tool man of smoking, huh? You can get it on.
Tim the tool man Taylor.
Tim the
tool man Taylor.
Nigga, I'll be talking to you with a blunt in my mouth. Look here, nigga. Fire that motherfucker up any time of the day, nigga.
Hey, I love y'all right now, but I hate y'all. I love and hate y'all at the same time.
Man, smoker. Nigga. Big smoke.
That part. Yeah.
Man, that shit is funny, man. I'm glad we got
Yes.
the laughs out. That's cool. That's cool. So we
Of
gonna
course,
get
man.
into it. We gonna get into it. So, as I was stating before about the black women, the disrespect of the black woman in America, it's really deeper than a lot of people think. You know, I didn't want to really talk about this during the whole George Floyd fiasco and things that was going on because I felt it was inappropriate to try to bring up another topic while that was going on. But it is a topic we do need to address about everybody want to bring up black people killing black people and black on black crime. And we don't really talk about the black woman versus the black man because we are not on one accord. We're not on one accord. Black women strongly feel that we don't have their back. You know, when George Floyd got killed and all these men, you see black women on the front line, screaming for us. And a lot of
Look
black
at Breonna
women,
Taylor, bro. Look at Breonna
Yeah.
Taylor.
yeah,
You know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying? She's
Yeah.
just
I wanna take
floating
it
in the
back, though.
dust, bro.
Ronnie,
You
I
know
want
what
to
I'm
take
saying?
it back.
So
Go
yeah,
ahead,
no,
go
yeah,
ahead,
yeah,
Ken.
I want to set it off
taking it. I'm gonna give it to you first. But let me finish this real quick.
for sure.
So it goes all the way back. People want to think it's as simple as now, but it goes all the way back to the slavery days and to the days where black women had to hold it down. They were really the backbone of the whole operation because they were breastfeeding the white babies because the white women couldn't lactate, so they couldn't develop milk to feed the baby. So the black women were doing that while watching their husbands, some of their husbands get killed or get beat, while having being raped by some of the slave owners. So the black woman has really dealt with a lot as in terms of from the beginning, and it kind of gave a separation because you had some of the black men that were mad at the black women that were being raped and they had animosity. Of course, if someone else is doing something to your girl's body, anybody gonna feel a certain way no matter what it is. So it goes all the way back to then. Back then the rivalry started. So Ken, what are your thoughts on the disrespect of the black women in America?
You know, I'm glad that you picked up kind of from the origin. So we're gonna move more towards the civil rights era and like the Welfare Act. That gave the black women liberation. But the trade-off was the male couldn't live in the house as long as we take care of you guys. So
That's
what did that do?
crazy.
You understand what I'm saying? So what
That's
that did is
crazy.
that super liberated the woman. And we all know liberation is good in some fashions. But then that's when I believe the first notion, the first you ain't shit, niggas ain't shit, because they had that financial backing from the government, not knowing. I mean, ignorantly not knowing. I mean, and I say ignorantly very loosely with all due respect, not knowing that it was going to lead to the denigration of the black culture. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't. The welfare system, man. But I'm not negating what you said, starting from the origin. But I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna take it there, kind of like times before us, and then we can pick up whoever want to pick up from the next level. The next level. Go ahead. That's what I got.
Definitely.
I mean, I
Go
do
ahead, Rob.
agree. I feel like the black woman is the most disrespected person in the world right now. They don't get no love. Just like I was saying, like there's so many men that were slain, which is bad, but I feel like Breonna Taylor was just swept under the rug. Her killers are still out and about. Some are still working. One got fired, but it's like nothing happened to him, and that just proves. You know what I'm saying? When old boy died at the Wendy's, I forget his name. When George Floyd, it was immediate action. But even for Breonna Taylor, not just being a woman, but being a black woman, she didn't get what she deserved. She didn't get the public behind her back because, and this just sucks because another black man died right after her. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, that does suck. But I mean, and just to go back to the No Name J. Cole situation, we just have to bite the bullet. Yeah, like we have to listen to these black women. If a majority of these black women are saying J. Cole is being a little tone deaf, it's time for us to tuck our tail and go, okay, maybe we need to listen to y'all. Maybe he was being a little tone deaf. I mean, at some point, when are we going to, just like white people, we tell them, when are they going to listen to us? But if majority of black women, like you said, Ronnie, your sisters, I don't have a sister, but if your sisters are telling you, he tripping, at what point are we going to sit back and relax and go, all right, maybe my sisters that I've been knowing, maybe they're right. Maybe he was tripping. Maybe there was a better place he could have did this. Maybe he could have been the first person to make the phone call, being the more
But we have
to
stay out of their business, though.
Of course, but
that's the thing.
And the only reason I say we have to be in their business because they're making it an art form, and as an art form, you're giving us the entitlement to judge you. This is an art. When Michelangelo and them put their art out there, they're knowing they're going to get judged. So as soon as they started making songs about it, you're now making it our business, because now you're making it into art form. So they're making it our business. You know what I'm saying? They're telling us to judge what we're saying, because again, he didn't make a phone call to No Name. Again, she tweeted it, but he didn't make that phone call. He went and made an art form about how he felt. So if you're going to make an art form about how you felt, you have to be ready for this scrutiny. You have to be ready for what these black women are thinking about you. And if majority of these black women are telling you, nigga, you tripping, it's time for us as black men to take a step back and go, okay, let's listen to our sisters, let's listen to our queens and figure out what they saying. Because a lot of times we play that role to, nah, y'all tripping, we doing this. And it's not to break us apart, but there are times where we need to, and we did this a lot of episode. I said the same thing. I said it. J. Cole was tripping. If majority of black women are saying he's tripping, then at some point what we need to do is, instead of tweeting and talking about it, maybe we need to sit down with our black women and talk to them and see.
Rob, why don't we listen as men, as black men?
As men, we just don't listen to women. Not just black men, but as men, we just don't listen to women.
Let's keep it culturally, though. I'm talking about culturally, only culturally.
Well, I can't answer that question culturally because it's more than a cultural thing. Not listening to our women. White men don't listen to their white women. It's a thing. Okay. So in my opinion, I feel like it's not a, I don't want to sound like that, but just we don't listen to women and so we do, as black men, we do need to be the first to go, okay, we're not going to be like that. We are going to listen to our black women, because we see, especially in America, we see how down they are for us. We see how down black women are for us. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is something that black men can take and show other men that we need to listen to our women. They've been holding us down. They're giving life. We need to listen to our women. And we as black men can be the first as men to show other men that we need to tuck our tails, shut the fuck up, and listen to our black women, because they got us. You know what I mean? And that's all I got to say about that while I sip on my little drink.
All right.
And that's why the white men is taking our women, because they bowing down. Hey, I'm being real.
It's not bowing down. That's not bowing down. That's not bowing down. It's not.
Hold on. Go ahead, Tez. Give me your thoughts, Tez.
Nah, man. I just when I seen that topic, I just did a little search and I seen the Malcolm X quote. And then it was like it kind of fucked me up, because it make you feel like damn, where has our race gone? Like, for us to disrespect or have our women feel so unprotected, like and not secure with us. It's like it's what we were taught, kind of, in a way. It's more than just in our music. It's in our movies. It's what the media puts out. They want you to see just how badly we disrespect them. You see it still to this day. You see women getting slapped up, women gonna be called bitches, especially our women gonna be called bitches more often than any other race, because
thanks to Too Short and Cocktails.
Hey, a lot of our rappers.
We're gonna talk about that.
Everybody have you young men called a woman a bitch, a black woman a bitch?
We all feel victim.
Yep.
We all, of course. We all feel victim. It's like, now, like, as you grow up and shit, I date black women. That's what I love. I love a beautiful black woman. So, like, it's just a learning process, and we was just fucked up in the mind to start with. You feel me? That's all I got to really say about it.
There you go. And that's what I was kind of getting at on another tip. Black women not only being disrespected by the rest of the country, but by their men. So we and all of us, we like Rob said, we fell victim to it. Like, why every time we referring to a woman or somebody that we fucking with or whatever it is, why we got to always say bitch?
Because of
while
our
we out,
uncles.
you know what I'm saying? And I,
And it's-
Because of our uncles.
Man,
we
and
can
our
get
dads.
we can
Ronnie,
You know, if I had a quarter
Can I
every
go?
time my dad called my mom a B word, bro, I'd be a millionaire.
let me tell you something.
And then, of course, there's
That's facts.
So
That's
growing
facts.
up, right? So
Mhm.
growing up, right? Like,
Mhm.
you know, I had uncles, you know. We all know most black people comes from being in the inner city.
Mhm.
But growing up, if you're hearing bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks,
Man.
and that came out in 92 when I was 12.
92, yeah.
When I was 12 though, and I at 12 I understood shit that like 16-year-olds understood. So I'm like, damn, like, and I'm thinking, and that's around the time to where like you really step into your own and you kind of you want to be cool because when you go to the family get-togethers, first thing your uncles are asking, hey,
Where the
Nancy, you had any
bitches? Where your
pussy you
bitches
at?
at?
Where the bitches? You like, damn,
Exactly.
like, and so that's where the first. That's where the
awful.
first nigga you ain't got no hoes came from was our uncles or even our dads if they was
Oh,
around.
yeah.
But follow me,
Yep.
just follow me for 1 second, right?
Okay, I follow you.
So here's the thing. So you want to be down. So yeah, damn, I want to be socially accepted, right? So he like, fuck. The next time around when I double back, I got an answer for him. Yeah, I had me some pussy. All the while you lying, but
Right.
secretively you chasing pussy you shouldn't even be fucking.
Right.
Going hard.
That's why you 15 with a kid now.
Right.
Oh man.
You understand? I'm just giving a couple scenarios, right? Because I'm
Yeah.
from that era, but I'm from that era though, man. I'm 40, a little older. I'm 40, so it's like, and then I had cousins who were, I got a cousin that was 2 years older than me, but he was like 4 years older than me. I had another cousin 4 years. He was like 10 years older than me, so I always had game, and I always been, I never been a street dude, but I've been privy to the streets. I've been able to sit back and kind of look out of my window and say, okay, Ken, you ain't gonna do that, but you gonna respect that. Okay, but he doing a little better with his life, so I learned from smokers, nigga murderers, niggas who rob, kill, steal, everything, man. So that's all I got though. Just from my era, it's a little different. A little different.
You know what? And like it is an underlying story to it all. It goes all the way back.
And I want to hear Taz.
It goes all the way back. Oh yeah, for sure. It goes all the way back. You know, on in terms of
what you want to hear from me, nigga?
Just in general, your perspectives.
It goes all the way back, man. And you know, we can say that it was a learned behavior, kind of. I mean, but where did it? How did it get there? Like he said with the Malcolm X code, like how did it get there, and why do we continue to do that? You know, it's like we got daughter. I got 2 daughters, and I got 2 teenage daughters, and I'm putting myself in that position. I can't imagine if I were to experience one of these little motherfuckers calling my daughter a bitch. I will flip. I will flip on one of these little motherfuckers.
Man.
So I can't sit up here and be hypocritical.
Now let me ask you this though. Ronnie. Have you called in their age? Now, how old are your daughters though? How old is your oldest daughter?
She'll be 15 in October.
At 15, haven't you called a 15-year-old girl a bitch?
I'm gonna be honest with you. No, I'm gonna be honest with you. No,
No, not in her face.
No,
Ronnie, wait, listen. Not in her face, but have you ever referenced a 15-year-old girl at 15 as a bitch?
I'm gonna tell you no, and there was a reason why. The way I grew up, man, I was fortunate to have a two-parent household up until my mom passing away when I was 15. About a week before my 16th birthday. So, you know, at first I was very sheltered. Growing up in Pomona, I was sheltered. My mom didn't play that shit. We was in church 6 days a week for 7 hours a day. I didn't have time to learn none of that shit. I couldn't go around my cousins that was doing other shit. I couldn't go around them like that. So after my mom passed away, oh yeah, after that, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's all I'm asking.
You know what I'm saying? But
so
yeah.
At some point, so that's what I'm asking you. Can't you be a little more, instead of going up, can you want to, and again, I don't have kids, Ronnie, so I don't know how this works, my nigga. I don't have no kids. I for sure ain't got no kids who are teenagers. I can promise you that. But I'm saying, like, knowing you wild out to call some females some bitches at times, couldn't you know, like, all right, I need to talk to this little nigga. I need to talk to this little nigga's father. I need to, if for whatever reason, is that something that you can do?
Well, that's the whole purpose of this show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to find solutions on how we can overall, even now, you know, being in our 30s, late 30s and 40s, you know what I'm saying? Like you in your late 20s, Rob, you know, even now,
early
like
30s,
we can figure out, you know, how to stop doing that. You know, we got to set the example. We can't sit up here and that was my whole point. I can't get mad at this little motherfucker for saying that to my daughter. If I'm gonna sit up here and call other black women bitches, I'll be a hypocrite, right?
Yeah, real talk.
So we all got to do better as black men, because it's true. Black women have our back, man. And I'm not saying they perfect and they got their ways, and there's some ones that's out there. That's you know,
we like honestly, you know, I'm gonna say from personal experience, I have disrespected a woman because nigga, you know how a little black woman to make your ass feel like that.
No,
that
don't
is,
say that.
Nigga, what you ever see a black woman mad and the way she cuts your ass out, nigga, that make a nigga want to hide under a seat. If you been with a crazy black woman. Man, I'm telling you.
You know what?
And that's why we react the way we do sometimes. It just be out of like, nigga, shut up, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, you see it all the time. Niggas just want to react
sometimes it's shut up, bitch, and that's all you got.
That's the only ammo you got.
I get what you're saying, no, for real though. I'm not condoning it.
This
but
what I
feel
heard.
that
though. Tell me how true this is based off the niggas that y'all been around. So I'm having a conversation with my sister and my cousin. My cousin grew up in South Central. So she's saying that black men, they do this to black women more than other races. So if they see a Mexican girl that won't get a number up and have a like kind of little feistiness to her, they call that feisty. We call that, oh, you feisty, mommy. Like, oh, I like that. But when a black woman do it, it's fuck you then, bitch, dog head, bitch.
I like it too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It might be feisty for her, but I like
it too, though. Bro, I never did that. Though.
Have you seen that though? From any?
I've heard about that.
I got homies like that.
Can I say something?
I know a lot of niggas like that.
You know what? For me, my daughter's half white. And for sure, like throughout the years, I've dealt with women outside my race. And it is funny you say that because I never went to those measures. But the reception when you're turned down from a non-black girl, being a black man, yeah, that dynamic is way different when you get turned down from a black woman. It's kind of, yeah, it is. I don't act it out. But I understand that emotion. It is. It's kind of like, because you know what? When you're approaching that non-black girl, especially if you're new in the game, it can be a chase. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, even if you're not new in the game, it's forever a chase because it's so much of a difference. And if you're attracted to that difference, that's what you're going to chase for the most part. So, yeah, that was interesting. But I agree, for sure.
Oh yeah. I thought about that, and I'm like, yeah, I done seen and heard niggas do that. Like, you know, when a different race is feisty, but when a black and not all black women are turned up when you just turn them down. You know,
right? That's true.
A lot of them just like, no, thank you, and they can say thank you, and it's fuck you then, bitch. You know, anyway. Like that's where, like
that's awful, bro.
How
we really was there with it.
Man, like seriously, how we gonna sit up here and try to advance as a race? We can't even respect our women.
That's awful.
That's awful.
That's real.
We gotta do better, niggas. Black niggas out there, we gotta do better. We need to stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. Stop blaming it on them.
It's not them. It's us.
We got to get our shit together, man.
I agree, bro. It really is, bro. At some point, like I always be saying that shit. Like we being black men, we know how hard it is. But like for a black woman, you gotta imagine how hard it is for them. So I agree, bro. Like it's on us. Like who else is gonna look out for them but us? If it ain't us, who else is gonna look out for them? So I agree with that shit, bro.
Right. I mean, even
where's some solutions?
That's what we're here to talk about, man. First,
keep talking about like.
Well, first we gotta learn
problems.
We gotta learn how to respect them. First, we gotta figure out how we can verbally.
You think the music's the problem?
Get on the same. We gotta get on.
Well,
we gotta mentally get on. We gotta get mentally on the same page as them.
You think music is the problem?
That's what the division is.
And you know what
Robert can say about Too Short.
I don't think music. I think. Oh, excuse. Can I go?
Yeah, I was just gonna go right into it because that's the topic we actually had about the music. But go ahead, Ken. I'll start. Go ahead.
No, you can introduce. Okay.
The topic. Go ahead. Yeah. So Rob,
nice little segue.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nice little segue. You know, the music, how big of an impact has hip hop had on the way we learn how to treat and talk to black women? Because like Ken referenced earlier, the 92 song we all know in the Chronic, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. I mean, you a young you a young cat and you hear that and you like that shit cool. You know what I'm saying? And then you got other songs, of course. You can, the Dog Pound had a couple on their dog food album. Pac, I Get Around. You could name
Daz and Corrupt.
Nigga, even Luke. But Ronnie, to express on that, you know what? In today's climate, because I've been following the hip hop culture from even back then up until now, I don't think the woman the black woman is as disrespected now as they were back when I was coming up. No, because you know what? Just in general, women are more liberated. Just in general, women have more rights. So there's certain there's certain measures to where we have to follow. I mean, for some people, for some men forcefully, for some men gracefully. But for sure now, a lot of these dudes, I think that I think they kind of got more of the right mind than what I've learned from.
Oh no, I think it's the exact opposite. I saw a video.
Oh hell no!
My daughter showed. No,
different.
Hear me out.
Okay.
My daughter showed me this video. I forgot where it was, but it was about 3 or 4. Where? It was on YouTube. It was 3 or 4 black guys. It was a black girl that they was trying to get to kiss on this little 13-year-old boy, and I guess she wouldn't do it. Something transpired to where they end up throwing her in the trash can. They threw her in the dumpster.
Okay, Ronnie, I've seen. No, we're talking about.
They recorded
I've seen that video.
Yeah,
but I've seen videos at Freaknik. I've seen videos at Freaknik in the 90s. True. It was so what he's saying is with music, there's a lot more choices of music in the culture where there's Wale, J. Cole, J.I.D., Kendrick Lamar,
we didn't have a lot of that,
Absols. You didn't have that in the 90s.
It was a lot of that
in the music, in the culture with music. I feel like there's a lot more choices you can listen to
because there's more women rappers.
Exactly.
There's more women rappers now. So so in the culture we have to respect them more than when I grew up.
They are way more respected because they more powerful also too. They more powerful shit. They bosses now. They wasn't bosses back then. They didn't really have shit. Nope. You feel me?
I mean, they still pay 70 cents on a dollar, and it's still,
I wish we could have had a black woman on this episode. That would have been great.
That would have been beautiful.
A black rapper, I got one too.
That would have been beautiful.
Call her.
She dope.
Well, this is going to be a 2-part episode anyway, so maybe on the next one we can invite anybody. We can invite any black woman that's
she's aspiring. She's in school, right? She's dope.
Yeah. So if you can get her, Ken, you ask her. We could.
Yeah. But you know what? She's young. She classifies as I'm classified as a millennial, but I was born in '80. But she was born much years younger later than me, and she's smart, man. I hope I can get her on.
Damn, she said. I know when the tip drill came out, people was like, "Can you do that?" Y'all remember tip drill, right? Who remember tip drill?
That's 100%.
Of course I do. That was what was that, like 04? That was like 04, yeah.
Like
I forget the year.
Video.
Late night, nigga. Late night.
Those women were so powerful.
Hey, you remember? Man. Hey, do you remember the video? Damn.
Remember the credit card?
That video was crucial.
Bikini broke. Remember the bikini strap broke? Stop.
Oh man.
Listen, that's I can have a whole episode on that.
Ronnie, what else you got?
Man, I'm just tripping off that. But I'm just saying with the music, y'all say we have a wide range of music and different artists, which is true. I still
how do I send out this link?
What link?
So people can watch it, because I got people who saying they can't tap through.
Oh, I will put it on Facebook, on your Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of music but I think it's still just going on. Too much of it is going on. I got young nephews, and I'm around a lot of these young cats, and their mentality is the same. Like they don't, man, it's ridiculous. Like
because it's basically who they follow, who they learn from. Shit, who they
Right.
learn from, who they follow, who they idolize. You know, these
Right.
kids idolize and do whatever. Like, man, I love that nigga Snoop. The nigga, they gonna do what Snoop did.
Can I be devil's advocate though?
Yeah. What's up?
There are lyrics where YG says things like "bitch, I need you," and there are women who like that shit.
See,
Oh,
and
Let's talk about that. How
true.
can-
you know what?
That
and
is
it's
true.
like
True.
they've taken the word bitch like the word nigga. Like they flipped it. So there's women who like they nigga calling them a bitch aggressively. To you know what I'm saying? So it's like where is the medium? You know what I'm saying? That's just me playing devil's advocate though. So it's like how can we when it's like there are women who vouch for it? Who vouch
That's
for it,
context. With that, Rob, that's context.
meaning what? Explain that.
That's just the way it's said. I mean, I don't think that I think overall women will take opposition to that for sure.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
He coming from a nigga.
But on
That's why we need a black woman though.
kind of to piggyback off what Rob said, it's kind of a point where a lot of the music like that, you know, the bitches ain't shit but hoes and stuff like that. A lot of women be bumping that shit and like how is it okay for you to hear that in a rap song, but then if a dude on a street corner say that to you, it's different. Like you
And
play
see, this is what I say, Ronnie.
Because
This is
it's
what I
coming
say,
over a
Ronnie.
beat.
It's like
when
the
it's
word,
coming over
nah.
a beat, it's a lot different.
It's like the word nigga.
Yeah, it sounds different.
Women
It
have
sounds
taken the
different.
word
It flows
bitch like the
different.
word
Right.
nigga. They've been looked down and spit upon by the word bitch, where they've taken the word bitch and have made it to empowerment. So I feel like women, just like the word nigga is just for black people, they feel like the word bitch is just for us. We're only can say that. We're going through so much in life where we only can call each other bitches. You guys can't say it. And I feel like that's what they've done with the word bitch. It's like the word nigga to them. It's like, yeah, you can say it, but you know you saying it around me, you're not supposed to. It's a word they say it to each other for endearment, because that's a word that they've always been looked like a nigga. Nigga has always been a word where it was just frowned upon. So we took it and flipped it. Like, nah, nigga, we can say this when we want. And I feel like that's what women feel with the word bitch. It's like, okay, women have been, you know what I'm saying, just been fucked up for so long, been called bitches for so long. It's like they've taken that word and they're like, you know what,
Flip
we're
that
going
shit.
to.
They made it good. They
And
made
that's
it
what
good.
I
They made
feel,
it work
bro.
for them.
And it's like,
They made
you
it
know,
work
you're
for
not
them.
supposed to say that because you know what you mean by that. You know, when you call me a bitch, you don't mean it the way I say it to my
Right.
sister. You mean it in a
Exactly.
way I'm a bitch, like how we feel with white people. When you
Mm,
call me a nigga, you
Right.
don't mean it how I say it to this nigga, because you don't go through the things that me and my nigga go through. Like how a female, you don't go through the things that me and especially a black woman having to give birth, knowing the possibilities of that going wrong. It's like you don't go through those things as a black woman, so you can't call me no bitch because you don't go through those things. And I feel like that's what they feel with the word bitch. You know what I mean? Let me light my blunt though.
That's a good
Right.
point.
But Rob, let me ask you a question.
Of course, Ken, go ahead.
So Rob, so you're in the music industry, right? You manage. Shout out to
Yes,
Willow
sir.
Jackson Music. Shout
Yes,
out
sir.
to Pescado, Jordan Iverson. Pick up. Come on, where are we going with it? Give me some shout outs real quick.
Oh man.
JR King 24,
DJ,
King Drilly, stop. I got him out there.
Okay. So how you feel about the word bitch and how it's denigrating to the black woman, right? It's negative. Everything negative about it.
Definitely.
How do you feel about it though musically when it comes to your brand? Personally, your brand.
Well, personally, for me, the artists that I do listen to, when they do say the word bitch, the JR, it don't really come out like that. And again, I'm not here to stifle anyone's art. I can give my opinions as much as I can, but at the end of the day, their art is their art. And when they do it, it is, and this is naive for me to say, ignorant for me to say. And again, I'm only human, but when they do use the word bitch, they use it the same way I do. They're referring to a bitch, a woman who's not the best of the one, and it's bad, 100%. I'm not here to say it's not bad.
So, Rob,
this is why we have these episodes. Yes, sir.
So, Rob, I see, man, like you well media trained, and I get it. So your whole thing is the intent. It's the intent behind the use of the word.
It's always the intent behind the use of the word, bitch.
So,
and I feel like my
when
artists,
it come
when
to
they
nigga,
use the intent.
So can a white person? So are you cool with white people saying nigga?
I've been not white people, but I've been around plenty of Asians.
See?
Listen, you're not
Okay,
letting me
I'm
explain
listening.
my answer. I've been around plenty of Asians, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans who say nigga freely, and it never bothers me. And I've been around white guys who have been born and bred in the hood who say it freely, and then they're saying it in a way, they're saying it in a way where I'm saying it like y'all. And I've never checked them. That's not my place to check someone for saying nigga. Now, you can hear the difference. You can hear where you can check someone and you can't. So no, I'm not that guy who I'm just out here checking Mexicans and white people when they saying nigga around a bunch of niggas. I'm not that guy. That's not my place. If you got homies that's letting you say it, that's on you. That's not my place. I don't have any white or Mexican homies that say it, but I've been around plenty of niggas who do. And that's not my place to check them. That's your homie, my nigga. If you letting that ride out, you let that ride out. That's not my
But I didn't say check. I didn't say check.
No, not check.
I didn't
it's
mean
not
check them though.
Not even
That's
check.
not what I
Okay,
meant.
okay. Now I apologize. My wording.
Do
is
you
wrong.
feel?
I don't even. No, I don't. I don't.
Can I say something, Ken? Can I say something, Ken? Because that's a good one right there. When white people say nigga, like, you know what? Because like he said, like being around in the hood and shit, like everybody said it's.
They got that pass.
You gonna fight the fucking world now? Like everybody says nigga. Everybody says nigga. Like I don't know if they heard it so much. Like, because most of these people, it ain't just they been in the hood and been around other people. They the whitest motherfucker say nigga. You will hear them and be like, it make you feel some type of way. But I'm just like, right, I'm like, damn, what, like, back then, like, even growing up, nigga, I used to fight white people for saying that shit. Like, I used to be hot. Like, I used to be boiling hot. Because when my grandma taught me, but, like, now it's so hard. Like,
I ain't got time. I ain't got that energy to give you to be checking everybody for that.
Look, the whole world says it. Like, the whole world. Like, and then it's so crazy, man. It'd be like, damn, you'll turn around. It'd be a Mexican saying nigga. You'll turn around, be a white boy saying nigga. You like,
and see, just to piggyback what Tez is saying, like, fortunately, I'm not around a bunch of white Mexicans, Puerto Ricans who are just throwing the N-word out, where I'm going through that on a daily basis. It's every other month where I might run into a group of people who are saying the N-word, and I don't have to worry about that because I know it's not going to happen. Again, I keep a solid amount of people around me where I know they're not going to bring no white boy who's just throwing the N-word out. So it's not a day-by-day thing. I have to go through this, but I'll be crazy to think that these white boys and Mexicans ain't listening to these songs and saying nigga. That's impossible. That's ridiculous to think that. That's like when you was a kid. Of course you rapping these songs and you not saying the B word and the F word around your mom. But believe me, when those songs is playing, you saying fuck, bitch, all that out your house by yourself. And that's how I take it with the N-word. I ain't got the energy to be trying to get at every person that says the N-word now. That's not my place because that's not my close homies. So
well,
that's how I feel when
I got the energy for it. Let me say,
let her know.
I got the energy. I got time today. Today I got time. So
and they'll be destroyed. Can you say destroyed? Say destroyed. Roddy, what will happen to them?
They will be destroyed. Hey, my thing. This is my thing. Like Taz was saying that, you feel me? Everybody say it, but this goes into the whole thing that everybody loves black culture. Nigga is part of black culture.
No, they don't.
My thing is they love black culture, but when it's time to ride for the black culture, everybody disappears.
They don't love black people though.
And this is something as simple as, let's say, for instance, if you are Hispanic or a Mexican and you saying nigga all the time, are you correcting motherfuckers at your family function when they get to talking about niggers and mayates? Are you riding? Are you riding against your family members doing that shit? If you white, are you riding against your racist aunties or your racist?
Why do you expect, Ronnie? Why
And
do you
see,
expect
I do.
that?
I do know
Ronnie,
people
why
like
do you
that.
expect
I never said I expected that. That's not what I said. I said, are you? No.
No,
So
I was
my
asking.
thing, yeah. So my thing is, if you're not doing that, if you're not really down for us like that, you ain't got no business saying that shit. And the fact that they're comfortable enough to say this shit, you got random white boys that ain't never seen me a day in their life, and they'll drop that shit if I'm right there. I'll be like, man,
That's
what the
never
fuck are you
happened to
doing?
me.
Like, what the fuck? You don't know me. You don't know if I'm cool with that shit. I had a nigga that almost got his ass whooped at my last job when I was working at Metro. It was he was cool, but it was an older cat. So it was a young Mexican dude. He was a little homie. He dropped the N-bomb, and it was an older black dude working with us. He was like 50. Dude was about to beat the shit out of this little dude. He don't play that
As
shit.
he
He's from the old
should.
school.
As
I
he
had to
should.
calm him down, like, hey man, this little nigga, he ain't racist. He wasn't aware that you can't say that around everybody, man. Everybody ain't gonna take it the right way.
But see why, and see that's my thing, and see that's where I'm at. Why, if it's that bad to you, why not let that old nigga beat that nigga up? What's the best lesson in life?
Because he was gonna lose his job.
Let that old nigga beat that nigga up. Trust
How
me,
about
he never
jail?
said it
Hey,
did.
Rob,
Nigga, beat that nigga up,
how
man.
about an assault in jail time? You want
Man,
that on
beat
your
that
menu?
nigga
You want
up.
that
Exactly.
for breakfast?
Beat that nigga up.
Hi,
Beat that.
hi.
Well, first
Ronnie,
off,
welcome to
first off,
IHOP. Would you
first
like
off-
jail time this
First
morning?
off, Ronnie just
Who
told
is
me he
that?
was with all that. He with everything. Let that old nigga beat that nigga up and let him go. Or why won't you beat him up? Ronnie just told me he with everything. So don't try to save the homie now that I put him in a little spot. Stop,
Nah.
Ken.
Next up, did you have the second? Did you have the second degree assault?
Because your boy Ronnie just told me he was with all. He said, I'm with all the action.
Well,
So
you know
you let
what?
that boy say the N-word around you and you to do nothing? You
Hey.
sound like you fake.
No, but
Next
nah,
subject.
I'm 40 years old. Rob, people respect me. Rob,
Hey,
I
man,
get my
I'm just playing,
respect.
man.
I ain't
Hey,
gotta
you know
worry
I love
about it.
y'all. Hey, you know I love y'all.
no. What happened was I had been working with the dude for
Nah, hey, you know a nigga lying when he hit you with what happened was. Stop,
I've been
nigga.
working-
Shut up. Next subject.
I've been working with the dude for a minute.
Ronnie, look, man. The bottom line.
What had happened
Hey,
was.
hold on. Let me say
Nigga,
something,
don't pay me
Rob.
my $20 and shut up.
Rob, listen, y'all. I
I'm just playing, man.
work with Ronnie at MTA, and
Get it.
honestly, man,
Yeah.
Ronnie at MTA. Ronnie at MTA. Ronnie, out of our recruitment class, Ronnie was probably one of the smartest people I've ever met at
100%.
any endeavor in my job. Because when I walked
100%.
up, we walked up, right? We made eye contact. That nigga looked sleepy, and I looked sleepy. Within the first 30 seconds of the conversation, my nigga was like, man, I can't wait till I get off. I'm like, my nigga, we ain't even started. We got orientation. Like,
He ain't even started.
nigga talking about going home. I said, Ronnie, that's my nigga. We ain't gonna be here long. And that's why we here building the brand.
We're not gonna be here.
Am I lying?
That's a true story, man.
Ronnie
That
was
nigga
like,
said it
Ronnie
was
like, hey, my nigga, I can't wait till I get
orientation.
off. And I'm like, I'm thinking about a pastrami on the way home. I think I was gonna stop at what's that shit? Taco Mama. I was gonna stop at Taco Mama. I was hungry. Yeah, I can give me some food. Yeah,
Y'all idiots, bro.
of course. Ronnie was like, I can't wait till I get off. I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna last here fucking with this nigga too much longer.
Good thing y'all didn't, bro. Y'all didn't need that. They didn't deserve y'all, bro.
Yeah, they didn't, man.
And God bless us, Ronnie. We're working in our art and our craft.
Oh,
And we
everything.
working with honorable men, respectful men.
That part.
Shout out to Kayla, man. Shout out to Kayla.
Hey, real nigga. Shout out to politicking.
Politicking.
Yep. I want to put up a comment by one of the fans. So Matt said, the reality is people love black culture, but really don't love black people the same way as they love black culture. And there is the number one problem. Matt,
that part.
Good point, Matt.
Man,
couldn't have said it better, Matt.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then another one. So Portia says, I think it's ingrained in our psychology from birth. Think about the party cake dances we do. What the fuck is the rhythm of a hot dog? The lady with the African booty, the game Gigolo, Little Sally Walker, hand on your hip, backbone slip, Little girl, you 5 years old. Sit down somewhere and learn your ABC.
Damn!
What the
That's
hell
what
was
we
he
need
talking
on the
about?
show. That's what need to be on this show.
Ronnie, hey, Rob.
That's the black woman we need. Ba, ba, ba,
Bobby.
ba, 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 ba.
Man, oh my God. See, I don't know if I'm gonna do this to y'all and bring my sister on the show.
Bring her.
Tez met my
Nah,
sister.
Portia
I
need
don't
to
know
be
if
on
y'all
it.
ready.
Oh,
Hey,
Because I'm not gonna
Hey.
lie, I didn't know half those things. Like I knew Little Sally Walker, but half those things I didn't even know, and I didn't even know that was like some rape. Like she just taught me some shit. And people, but you gotta remember, I didn't even know that, bro. That's why she needs to be on, and she's a black woman.
That's your sister,
bro.
Ronnie?
No.
Okay.
My sister's the
Okay.
one that inspired the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you should have brought her on. I love to have a conversation with her.
My sister
Mhm.
works for Curb. It's a coalition that's in the prison reform. So they're trying to shut down prisons and change the whole system. You know, she works in prison reform and she does a lot of work for us out there. You know,
Yeah,
she's
man.
really powerful black woman, and you know, yeah.
Hey, well, shout them out again, Ronnie. Shout them out again. Shout her.
Shout out to Amber Rose. You know, the work she doing at Curb. Shout out to Curb. It's a nonprofit organization out of Los Angeles that's been doing a lot of work. You know what I'm saying, for the black community for a long time. So shout out to Curb. Shout out to Amber Howard.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Any
Curb, man.
Instagram, website links, anything?
Let me see. Instagram. You can follow my sister at Amber Rose on Instagram and also on Twitter. You can find her on Instagram and Twitter, and there'll be links to Curb on there. I don't know if it's just Curb on it. I do follow Curb, but I don't have it memorized. So they're on Instagram and Twitter. I follow them on both of them, and you know, look forward to participating in some of the things that they're doing on the streets.
Hell yeah. Anybody else got something? My cousin got something. Follow Hood Scholar at Hood Scholar. She out there helping cleaning Compton up. My cousin TC. Follow her at TECCE. No, that's not my cousin. But follow the Hood Scholar. The Hood Scholar out in Compton, helping help clean Compton up. She's helping give kids scholarships out in Compton. So follow the Hood Scholar. It's my cousin shit, dog. She's really doing big things out in Compton.
That's right.
Shout out to on the music tip. Shout out to Zaire.
Mm-hmm.
He got a single, I Know. Go stream Underrated and Overdue. The visuals out as well. Shout out to Lucky. He has a new song dropping July 3rd, Untitled. Go stream Heavy Heart. Rule Gal. Phenomenal Smash. Crazy, the visual. Check that out. Check out Key9. Can't stand niggas. Shout out to Dungeon Music. Shout out to Davion Kennedy. Just on the music tip working. Shout out to, of course, HNS 420.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Yes,
Shout out to Willow Jackson Music. That whole camp, they thriving. Shout out to Can Chronicles. Couple articles a week. Couple podcasts. I mean, I'm involved. I support all my brothers. Much love and respect. And shout out to Caleb for building the platform and blessing me and all of us in politicking. You know what? We got some interviews coming, and on the music tip, it's stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned.
That's right. Shout out to Amy Seacrest. Y'all got to check her out.
Amy Seacrest, she's dope.
Yes, she's dope. She's out of North Hollywood.
Send her.
Yeah, I'll send her music. She got that nice jazz mixed with rock and roll mixed with soul all in one. No, she got dope music. We interviewed her a couple months ago, me and Tez, but we're gonna have to bring her on the show. Because you know she's wise and she's very talented. So shout out to Amy Seacrest.
Is she black, my brother? No, I'm playing, y'all.
Hey Ken, I love your articles, man. Keep up the good work. I love your articles.
Shit. I appreciate that, bro. Blessings. Thank you.
Real shit.
Thank you. I do it for everybody, man.
Ronnie got some hitters too. Man, I love that nigga writing too.
Good looking.
Everything.
Good looking, man. This dude put me on blast. Look what he say, man.
Yeah, Ronnie likes to smoke on his break.
Oh, wow.
I think everybody smokes on that break. Nigga.
Guilty.
Ronnie, you ain't going back to work.
Guilty.
You're done.
I'm done.
Nigga, all the human resources across the world, nigga, you flag, nigga.
Yeah, you gotta do this now, Ronnie.
Thank you, Kenneth.
This
Allen
all you
Jr.
got now.
Hey, who is that?
Kenneth, hey, I'm gonna tell you, Kenneth is going back to when I was 17 when I was working at the kitchen. So me, Kenneth, his big brother.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Kenneth, shout out to Greg. You know,
That was funny.
We was up there
In the
getting high as a
kitchen.
night on break.
Look at, and you notice Ronnie saying we was in there getting high.
We, that nigga snitch. He dry station.
That boy said we was smoking.
And they turn French. Hey, why y'all turn French all of a sudden? That nigga said we. It went from I to we. And you be telling nigga, I gotta watch you.
You ain't slick, nigga.
Hey, the only reason I said
That
that
nigga got a wire. That nigga got a wire.
I've been smoking for a long time, man. That's crazy. I was in.
Hey, we got 10 more minutes, Ronnie. What's up, man?
Now,
Hey,
do you
shut it
smoke
up.
during your breaks in lunch?
I did. You know what I'm saying? Like I did. I started at my last job. I didn't at first because I was all afraid of the whole drug test thing. But after a while, when I figured out they wasn't doing that random shit, hell yeah, I was smoking during breaks and lunches.
This is why we got this, Ronnie.
Was that
This is
irresponsible,
why we
Ronnie?
here.
That
Ronnie,
wasn't
hold on. Let me ask you a question, Ronnie.
Huh?
Was that a wee bit irresponsible given the fact that you were responsible for people's public safety? Yes or no?
No, because my job wasn't to drive.
Ronnie, when I worked there with you,
I was clean.
you was not smoking weed.
No, I wasn't because I was scared. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't.
That's
I was
fair.
scared.
That's
I was
fair.
scared. So
That's
after
fair.
when I figured out I can do it and I can manage it, of course, you know. I
So
had
you
to
went
do it.
white collar. You went white collar.
I went white collar. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? In the IE and working in LA, it was stressful because that drive,
Yeah.
man. Traffic that you get off at 2:00.
Oh, I know.
You feel me? I want to get
I
home.
used to tell you, like, hey, my nigga, how close you live again? I used to kind of lie because I didn't want to let you know I live that close. I was like, my nigga, bad, my nigga. My nigga about to sit on the freeway for like 4 hours to travel like 3 miles. I was like,
Oh,
pray for you, brother.
that's
It
why
was
I
bad.
had to start rolling up on the way home. That was the only way to
Yeah.
deal with that traffic.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had like you said, I ain't going back to work. So
I mean,
Right.
not nothing that's a tarantula and a caterpillar. You're gonna do
Right.
your own thing.
right, exactly. That's the cake we got to get.
All of us. That's the goal. We artists, man, at the end of the day, and we got a story to tell. We got a narrative. Just
Definitely,
got to stay prayed up and really put that out to the world and just be real, be authentic. We
definitely.
work on it. Ain't nobody perfect.
We definitely gonna extend this show out into the next one. But before we go, we gonna touch on this a little bit and continue on the next one. So layers that divide us as black people, black women, and black men, media propaganda, light skin versus dark skin, black men versus black women. A lot of things on this earth or in this nation divide us. So on the next show, we're gonna get into how do we negate that? How do we actually come together as one? Because at the end of the day, everybody gonna do what the hell they want to do, right? We can't force nobody hand to do anything. As much talking as we can do, as much protesting, we can't force nobody hand. So we're gonna talk about get into more detail of how this is happening right now, how it is reached out of our hand, and what we can do to fix it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all coming on tonight, man, and having this discussion. We needed to have this discussion. We need to let our sisters know that we do have a back, and we are trying to get better, and we gonna try to fix it. We gotta let them know that we got y'all black women. We love y'all black women. We got y'all.
We love them, man. I love my black.
I heard, hey, we love our black women, but we gotta do what Ken said earlier, man. And like, don't say nothing about it no more. We gotta put that shit into action for sure. Now,
Sure.
Right.
Stop getting out the plans, huh?
Hey, you know, black women, they love to just see a nigga just react on some shit and just act on it and not say nothing about it. You know what I mean?
On their shit.
But the element of surprise, surprise.
Right.
Sure.
That's right.
Change the whole narrative.
That's right. So yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Rob, Willow Jackson Music, and everything he doing with the music. Shout out to Ken Chronicles.
Yes,
Ken
sir.
has blossomed.
Shout out to Lucky. Shout out to
You know what
Zaire.
I'm saying? He has definitely blossomed with his writing and coming on the podcast. Shout out to Tez, who's been with me since the very beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Tez is back. Tez
Since
is
at
back.
the fucking weed spot.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out again to Lucky, Zaire, and Kenai.
Shout out to Lucky Zaire.
Shout out to
Shout
Lucky
out,
Zaire.
and you
Shout
know,
out
and you know,
Lucky's
and you know
out
what?
here, man.
For sure. And you know, it's another artist. His art is dope too. His name is Chow Mein, actually, and he's out of San Jose.
Damn.
No,
I gotta hear it.
I got peoples out
he's
there.
He's super duper dope.
I gotta hear, bro. I
Check
gotta
him
hear.
out. They got a
That boy
project
said
coming up, I
name
think,
is
in a
Chow
couple
Man.
weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
send-
and he's down
like
with the
that.
Black Lives Movement, and he's authentic. He's
Even-
melodic. I know good music, and we're gonna wish him the best, and hopefully, we can come together.
even better. All right. Oh yeah, go ahead, Tez. What'd you say?
I said, shout out Chow Mein.
Chow Mein.
He hard though, Ted.
Shout out
I'm
to
JR
gonna
King
send you your
24.
shit though.
Chow Mein, yeah, for sure.
Everything.
Shout out
Yeah,
JR
yeah.
King 24.
JR King.
Go down.
JR
Hey, go
King,
download
that boy.
Dedication on SoundCloud.
Man, shout out to JR, man, bro. Those
Let's get it.
dope.
Underrated, overdue, heavy heart. Can't stand niggas.
Mhm.
Kenai, addicted. Kenai, let's go. Dungeon
Yes,
music,
sir.
shout out.
So yeah, that's all we got for y'all tonight on the HNS 420 podcast. We'll be definitely back again. We're gonna continue talking about what we could do to get better as far as being better to our black women. All right, so we'll
I love
catch
y'all, bro.
Salute.
Love y'all too, man.
Yes, sir.
Have a blessed one.
Yes, sir. Man.